back to the Dutch Angle, highlighting the top stories on Hope College's campus and beyond. I am Kristen Hill, and for this episode, the Season 1 finale of the Dutch Angle, I'll be looking at the Ready for Life mentorship. Bryce and Madison will be teaming up to guide us through Avatar: The Last Airbender. Then John will be looking at the career of Holland's very own Mayor Nancy DeBoer, and Tyler will show us the insanity of the past few months in the sports world. Stay tuned. Hi, my name is Kristen Hill, and I'll be bringing awareness to Ready for Life mentorship.
Ready for Life is a program here on Hope's campus for students with intellectual disabilities or other types of disabilities that may have prevented them from attending college. And we have a strong mentor program here on campus where Hope students can volunteer for an hour a week and get to know Ready for Life students. Hope College students can mentor with Ready for Life students by spending an hour a week in our classroom or by meeting up with students at lunch or after school or at sporting events.
My name's Maddie McKicka, and I'm currently a junior at Hope College. And when I first heard about Ready for Life, I was actually a freshman on my first day. In my first year seminar class, there were 2 students in the Ready for Life program already, and it all just kind of started off with a lunch date. And then after that, I continued to take them to lunch. I heard more about the program, and I eventually became a mentor. The best way I could describe my mentor relationship with the student from Ready for Life that I work with is we're friends at the base of it. I got to know her first as a friend, and we've remained that ever since. I love debriefing my day with her. She brings me so much joy and motivates me to be patient and just positive about the hustle and bustle of everyday college life. She loves being a part of Hope and hopes to be integrated even more in the coming years.
So my name is Francesca Buchanan. I'm a senior at Hope. I got involved with the Ready for Life program pretty recently. Started kind of like my mentorship with Megan. And it's just been really, really amazing for me. To be able to experience life with another person who is in the Ready for Life program and dealing with not just the college life and the transition to that, but also like with their disability and their different backgrounds and whatnot. So it's been really, really cool. I really personally think that everyone should become a mentor for Ready for Life. Granted, there's probably more students on Hope's campus than in the RFL, and we would overwhelm them a bit. But I think the biggest thing is that you think that you're making an impact on their lives, but really they're making an even bigger one on your life. You know, you get to know someone and like all the things that they've gone through, and then you become a better person because you're overwhelmed by what they can do and their ability in the classroom and their ability to make that transition from high school to college, or just like from college to the real world. And they're making a bigger impact on you than really anything that you could ever do.
If you'd like to know more, you can contact me, Nicole Mustard, at mustard@hope.edu. It's MOSTERD. We'd love to have you join us as a mentor.
Hey guys, Madison Palmatier here with my co-host Big Red Robinson. Why are we together, you ask? Well, this week we're talking about a show so good, I needed backup. What series could it be? Avatar. No, not the blue people, but instead the cartoon Avatar: The Last Airbender. No worries, the live-action movie will not be acknowledged in this review.
This American cartoon began airing in February 2005 and ended in July 2008, giving us 3 seasons of pure gold. Written and produced by Michael Dante DiMartino and Brian Konietzko at Nickelodeon Studios and animated mainly in South Korea, the show takes heavy artistic inspiration from East Asian artwork. In fact, many of the cities in the show are based in real locations found in China, Japan, and Serenki culture. Even the bending itself is based in Chinese martial art forms.
Avatar: The Last Airbender takes place in a world split into 4 countries named after the elements: the Earth Kingdom, Fire Nation, Water Tribe, and Air Nomads. In each country, some of the population has the ability to bend or telekinetically manipulate via martial arts the element of their nation. The world is connected with the spirit worlds, and the Avatar acts as a bridge between the two worlds. Long before the show, the four nations lived together in harmony. Then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only the Avatar, master of all four elements, could stop them, but when the world needed him most, he vanished. 100 years passed, and two of the 5 main protagonists discovered the new Avatar, an airbender named Aang. And although his airbending skills were great, the show follows him and his friends through their path to perfecting the other elements and the fight to stop Fire Lord Ozai from achieving world domination.
Avatar: The Last Airbender is truly a timeless series with great highs of success and laughter and deep lows of loss and reflection. What's there not to like? The hybridization of new techniques and old world animation, that is, the bridging of Eastern and Western art styles. The characters and voice acting cast are stellar, with great performances from Dante Basco, the voice of Zuko, Mae Whitman as Katara, even Mark Hamill as the voice of Fire Lord Ozai. Characters go through progressive, even drastic changes. When you begin to watch, you become more and more invested, even feeling like you're on the journey with the cast. Overall, Avatar: The Last Airbender shows a viewer that sometimes the best family isn't the one that you're born into, but the one you make with others. Avatar: The Last Airbender will forever hold a special place in my heart. I remember watching the series back when I was a young grade schooler, with memories of the show still fresh in my mind. As recent as last year, I remember the Durfee Hall second floor Avatar Marathon. The show could be enjoyed by many, whether you're a die-hard fan of animation or someone looking for a great viewing experience. Avatar is right for you. Without a doubt, Avatar: The Last Airbender gets 3 Bryce heads out of 3.
It's not often you find a show with so much meaning packed into it, while still keeping a light comical feel. There's never a dull moment in Avatar, leaving it with 3 out of 3 Maddie heads. Have you seen Avatar? Leave your rating and favorite episode in the comments below.
The Season 2 finale, Crossroads of Destiny, tops my cake.
And if you haven't, bump it up to number 1 on your summer to-do list.
In 2015, the history of Holland, Michigan was forever transformed with the election of a woman to the position of mayor for the first time ever. Now, few can argue that Nancy DeBoer's fresh vision comes from an undeniable passion for her hometown.
An English teacher, mother, and now the mayor.
I was very thankful that they said I could pick whatever I wanted, and it was just in the basement, so nobody was looking at it.
Holland's highest seat in local politics has been filled exclusively by men. Until now.
We had 148 years with only men as mayors. I had to do something out of the ordinary.
I was given the opportunity to sit down with Mayor DeBoer, where we discussed the ways in which she stands apart from her predecessors. True to character, progressive ideas are at the core of her platform.
If there was one thing that you still had to change about the city, the community, perhaps something that you can achieve during your term and possible following term, or something that you would like to see future leaders achieve, what would that be?
How can we learn to work together even if we don't agree about everything, every single thing, you know? Because really 2 people are only going to agree about everything if one of them's dead. That's just the way we are. We're going to be different. And, you know, you can celebrate that or you can get upset about it. And, you know, I choose to celebrate it and find the good and find the ways we agree and find the common passions and connect people and organizations to make good things happen for the city.
Over the course of our conversation, it was clear that when regarding the subject of Holland, the mayor could be considered an expert.
G.W. Hayworth used to be a woodworking teacher at Holland High. We have the people that invented the iPhone screen in Holland. Whirlpool, washers and dryers, front loaders by color, that all came from Holland.
Setting the bar high with such significant firsts could be seen as a daunting task to many, but Mayor DeBoer displays full confidence in her abilities.
I pick up my phone and I have a message from a friend of mine that I hadn't talked to. And he said, "Nancy, you should run for mayor," clunk. I was like, oh, okay. So I tried to call him back, and because I hadn't had a conversation with him about this, and I couldn't reach him. Sunday, I just kept praying about it. Monday morning, I went to a government affairs breakfast, sat next to the director of the Macataw Area Coordinating Council, and he said, "Nancy, are you thinking about running for mayor?" I said, "Yes, I am." He's like, "You'd make a great mayor." I'm like, "Thank you, Steve." And that was enough to get me to go back over to City Hall, because I had the petitions in the back seat and pulled in. And I didn't know if I would win. I only knew I had to run.
As elections loom on the horizon, the people will look for a leader that truly understands the character of their city. Nancy DeBoer may have already proven herself to be just that.
Holland is a small city with a big reach, and it's so exciting to be a part of a community that cares like this one does and wants to be involved with people's lives around us, as well as taking on responsibility to try to help solve the problems, even of the world, when you just solve the problems right where you are. We're big enough to have problems other places do, but also small enough that we can come together and work on them. And that's a huge gift.
The professional basketball season is coming to a close with the playoffs going into the second round. The teams remaining out east are the Raptors, Bucks, Celtics, and 76ers. Out west, the Nuggets, Blazers, Warriors, and Rockets are the 4 teams in the running. In a surprise event from the golf world, Tiger Woods has won the Masters after 10 years of trying to get back to his prime. Unlike basketball, the careers of golfers last much longer than those typical of the NBA, making his victory all the more satisfying. And in the NHL, the season may be ending, but the championship rounds are in full swing, with the Colorado Avalanche making headlines for emerging into the second round this year. The franchise has seen their struggles, but it seems to be an objective complete. There's lots more to be excited about, and certainly much more to see as we come into the summer months.
Thanks for joining us for the Season 1 finale of The Dutch Angle. Once again, I am Kristen Hill, joined by Bryce, Madison, John, Tyler, and our wonderful production crew. For our YouTube audience, please feel free to like, subscribe, and share this episode. We're also on social media, so go ahead and give us a follow on Facebook and Instagram. It's been a great 5 episodes, and we look forward to another exciting season ahead. Until then, enjoy your summer, and we'll see you next year.